Good morning, students. In last lecture, we are discussed about development of egg to embryo. I hope you understand all that. Where we discuss about the different cell of stages and how morula develop and how gastrulation and formation of germ layer is happening over there. Okay, means if we summarize that in human being the embryo heart is formed after 1 month of pregnancy, and the first sign of growing fetus is noticed by listening the heart sound through the stethoscope. And by the end of the second month of pregnancy, the fetus develops limbs and digits. By the end of 12 weeks of means first trimester, because pregnancy has been defined in three trimester. First three is the first trimester, second third is the second trimester, and third is the third trimester. Okay, by the end of 12 week means first trimester, most of the major organ system are formed. The first movement of the fetus and appearance of hair on the head are usually observed during the fifth month. By the end of 24 week means second trimester, the body is covered with fine hair and eyelid separates. By the end of 9 months of pregnancy, the fetus is fully developed and ready for the delivery. Okay. So our next topic is, as you see in your slide, your screen, that one is placenta. Okay, what is placenta? The intimate connection established between the fetal membrane and the uterine wall is known as placenta. Means an intimate connection means the establishment. This one is relation between the chorionic villi and uterine tissue. Chorionic villi and uterine tissue means chorionic villi and uterine tissue become indigelated with each other and form a structural and functional unit between the developing embryo and the maternal body. That one is called placenta. The main task of the placenta is to permit the diffusion of nourishment from the mother blood to the baby and the disposal of waste product from the baby's blood to the mother. It all happening after implantation. So after implantation, finger-like projection appear on the trophoblast. That one we call chorionic villi, which is surrounded by the uterine tissue and maternal blood. The chorionic villi and uterine tissue become embedded, indigelated with each other jointly as structure and form embryo and maternal body called placenta. The embryo own food vessels grow into this network and embryonal fetal blood comes to maternal blood, but the blood of the mother and the fetus never mix. Okay, the part of the placenta contributed by the fetus is chorionic villi. It is also called fetal placenta, and the part that is shared by the mother, part of uterine wall, is known as maternal placenta. So here we discuss about fetal placenta and maternal placenta. Means oxygen and nutritive substances can pass through the two layer of fetal cells, separating maternal blood from the embryonic blood. The waste product can pass outward from the embryonic to the maternal to be carried away and disposed out through the maternal lungs and kidney. The placenta does the work of several organs that the developing fetus possesses only rudimentary form. It serves as lungs for the fetus, exchanging of fetus carbon dioxide for the mother oxygen. It serves as intestine, absorbing food molecules from the mother cell. It functions as a kidney for filtering urea and other waste products from the fetal blood and delivering it to the mother for disposal. It all serves as liver processing the mother blood cell for the iron they contain, and the endocrine gland produce hormone like human chorionic gonadotrophic hormone, which we call HCG, because HCG decided where mother is pregnant or not. Human placenta, lactogen, HPL, estrogen, progesterone. These supplying the hormone that maintain the pregnancy and prepare breast for the production of milk after birth. The placenta also permit the passage of certain maternal immunoglobulins that provide protection against infection to the fetus and in the newborn too. So this is all about placenta. By the end of pregnancy, it grow to approximately 20 centimeter in diameter. Uh, either is amniotic cavity. We already discussed about amnion, chorion in our last lecture. Okay, cornec villi, yolk. Okay. Next one, it is a picture of parturition. We also call it childbirth. Means parturition is the act of expelling the full term fetus from the mother's uterus at the end of the gestation. Now what is gestation? The length of time from conception to birth is termed as gestation period. It is near about 280 days in human. During most of gestation, the uterus grow to accommodate the growing, means it all will be happening, it all will be improving growing fetus. Okay, but near the end of pregnancy, it growth and uterine wall becomes stretched at the as the fetus continue to grow. When muscle are stretched, their power to contract increases. Parturition is induced by a complex neuroendocrine mechanism. Means the signal of parturition originates from the fully developed fetus and the placenta. Here you mark and notice this point, because last time 2018 that one is question, how what is the signal phase passed in parturition from where. So the signal of parturition means it is a right time of delivery of baby. That one is the signal of parturition, and where it is generated, it originates from the fully developed fetus and the placenta. Means you have to write both of these. Fully formed fetus and placenta have passed the signal for parturition, which induce mild contraction called ejection reflex. This trigger release of oxytocin. Also write and notice this oxytocin hormone. Release of oxytocin from the maternal pituitary, means maternal pituitary means mother's brain. Okay, this hormone is very powerful stimulator of uterine contraction, and labor begins when uterus respond to critical level of this hormone in the blood. The onset of labor commences with leaking of fluid from the amniotic sac where babies will be grown. Labor during the first birth can last anywhere from 8 to 24 hours, and the fetus gradually expelled out together with the fetal part of the placenta. The final stage of labor with the expulsion of the placenta after birth, the umbilical cord is removed by operation. आपने देखा होगा ना, जब बच्चे पैदा होते तो उनकी नाभि उसके बाद डॉक्टर काट के उसमें एक पिन लगा के छोड़ देते हैं. दैट वन इज umbilical cord. Okay, so this is about parturition. Two question mostly raised from parturition. First one is write two signal of parturition. That answer is fully developed fetus and the placenta. Okay, second question is most of time raised in board, that which hormone is make contraction in maternal body for parturition. That one is oxytocin hormone. Okay, which make contraction in mother uterus. Okay, so this is your parturition. Now it's a last topic of pregnancy. That one is lactation. Okay, the term lactation is referred to the secretion and ejection of milk by mammary gland. Means this help the mother in feeding the newborn. A principle of hormone is promoting lactation is prolactin. Please note it down, prolactin. As you know that oxytocin is help for the contraction of uterine during delivery of women. And same as in lactation, you have to be always remember that which is the principal hormone of protein lactation. That one is prolactin. Okay, prolactin is secreted from anterior pituitary gland. It is released in response to prolactin releasing hormone secreted by the hypothalamus. And the principal stimulant in maintaining prolactin secretion during lactation is the sucking action of the infant. Means sucking initiative nerve impulses from receptor in the nipples to the hypothalamus. That messes the hypothalamus, they need more. Okay, so the impulses decrease release of prolactin inhibiting hormone and a decreasing release of prolactin releasing hormone, so that prolactin is released by the anterior pituitary gland. So the sucking action also initiates nerve impulses to the posterior pituitary glands for the hypothalamus. These impulses stimulate the release of hormone oxytocin from the posterior pituitary gland. Oxytocin induces the injection of milk by compressing the alveoli. Alveoli is the structure of in lactation. Okay. If you talk about the parental care in mammals, parental care is extensive and include the production of milk. After the birth of the anterior lobe of pituitary gland produce the hormone prolactin, which cause the mammary gland to produce milk, and sucking by the baby cause its release from the nipple. The first milk of secreted has a mild laxative effect and it is known as colostrum. Please note it down. What is colostrum? The first milk, I repeat it again, wrote down many times there is question, what is colostrum? COLOSTRUM. Okay. So children, what is colostrum? The milk first secreted has a mild laxative effect and that one is known as colostrum. And which protein, which antibodies present in them? Apart from being a nutritious and the balanced mixture of food, the milk contain IgA antibodies, IgA, which provide the young with some initial immunity to certain diseases that growing child or a born child fight with the different type of disease. Okay. So this is all about parturition, this is all about lactation, this is all about parental care. I hope you all understand what is placenta, what is cornec villi. Okay. So you have to be note down this all, you have to be read this all, and if you have query after seeing this video, we have Zoom class. Please beta make sure that you are ready for this chapter. If you have any query, please clear your doubt in Zoom classes. Okay, thank you.